Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call to order the June meeting of the zoning board. Roll call.
Sir. Berg.
Here.
Kolaski.
Here.
Jacobitz.
Here.
Beely.
Yeah.
Miller.
Here.
Berthold.
Here.
You have a quorum.
All right, we're all set. Next item on the agenda. Excuse me. Approval of minutes from the May meeting. We had a copy in your packet. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to accept the minutes.
Move to approve. Second.
We have a motion, support, in favor, aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, minutes are accepted. Next item on the agenda, new business. We have for special events renewal for 1375 North Main Street. We have someone to speak on that?
Yep.
Just step up and give us a brief summary of what you want to do.
Brief. So this is our fourth year of providing the extravaganza here in Adrian. We're so excited that we're going to be able to do this again this year, and we're requesting a 5-year renewal for the music and art presentation that we do every year with the fireworks afterwards. We're very excited this year.
Somebody online, I think you have your mic on.
So we're very excited this year because we've got a guest coming in from New York. We have local artists that are playing with us this year, and we're going to have, the arts event. And of course, we're going to have the food, the same thing that we've done for the last 4 years in a row. And we'd like to get approval to be able to do this for the next 5. And if you haven't gone, you've missed a good time.
Yes, they did.
Excellent.
For the record, could we get your name, please?
Oh, it's Kirk Mackey. I'm the treasurer for the River Raisin Ragtime Review.
Thank you.
Sorry.
And nothing layout, nothing on the plans changing from what you've had in the past.
At this point, there's no plans to change anything than what we've been doing year after year.
Okay. Anyone in the audience to speak on it? Okay. Anyone online to speak on this?
Anyone online, I have it set to mute, so raise your hand if so.
Okay, seeing none. Commissioners, questions?
I've been there certainly last year, and it was a great time, I have to say, and a great event. Well run.
We're hoping to continue that.
This is tying in with the whole bicentennial.
This year it is. Yep.
Yeah.
We've partnered with them for,
Yeah.
we've written a special ragtime for the event. We just had a winner announced for the person who designed the cover of that. We really try to program around, much as we can, Michigan and especially Adrian. So we've got special music planned this year that reflect on like the Page Fence Company. They had a piece of music that was written and they're going to be performing that. And so we'd really try to incorporate Adrian and, be part of the community.
Commissioners, any questions? We have our staff review there. I'm not going to run down through every one of those. Nothing has changed since the last time we did this.
Where are the fireworks launched from?
They are launched from between the event and the road.
In 52.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the front lawn, so to speak.
Yeah, so to speak.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Not on to 52.
Yeah. No, not at all.
Nobody has a question or comment. Let's look for a motion and move this along.
Okay, as this is a repeat of ones we have approved in the past, I would forego going through the staff review, the finding of facts, and would move for approval of the temporary use permit for the 1375 North Main Street, and adopt the resolution as staff has provided.
For 5
For
years.
5 years.
For 5 years, yes,
Okay. Right. We have motion, we have support. We have any questions on the motion? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Miller,
Yes.
Pulaski,
Yes.
Berg.
I'm the alternate tonight.
You don't want to vote still?
Yeah,
Berthel?
yeah.
Yes.
Jacobit?
yes.
Beely. Motion passed unanimously.
You're all set.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your time. Looking forward to a great show.
Next item on the agenda is for 1357 South Main. Special event renewal request again. We have someone to speak on that?
It doesn't seem so, but I can speak on it. I suppose it's a simple 5-year renewal of fireworks sales. The last year that they were in front of you, I asked them for specific signage for pedestrians, if you recall. They did do that. It worked out very well. I've had no complaints, so this is a very simple, just renewal.
Okay. And they have to, or they already through the fire department, all that stuff's all,
Yeah, they would have spoken with Eric.
okay.
Yeah.
Questions? Okay. Once again, we're looking at renewal, nothing has changed on this. So I would forego the finding of fact out there and accept the staff review. At that point, I would entertain a motion.
Okay. Given that this applicant has been here before, and that this is for a 5-year renewal, I would move the resolution that staff has provided.
A motion, we have support?
Support.
Okay. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Beely.
Support.
Miller.
Yes.
Pulaski.
Support.
Jacobitz.
Yes.
Berg.
Yeah.
It's Berthel.
Yes.
Motion passed unanimously.
Okay. Have no old business unless somebody has something. Okay, any new business?
When does the 4th of July fall this year?
On Friday, I think.
On Friday?
Yeah.
Okay,
It
so
is.
we don't have to worry
It
about.
is, it's Friday.
Okay, we're good then.
Do we have no reports or anything that we need?
No, sir.
Do we have any public comment on anything? Anybody online for public comment? Mayor Heath is just listening into us is all, so. Okay, hearing none, we will call this adjourned.
Very well. Planning Commission will begin at 7 o'clock.
I don't know, got other people I have to get with here.
There you go.
Okay,
Scotty, is that better?
I can see, there I can see the mic is.
Yes, he says yes.
Okay. very
Okay, good. Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, we won't have anything on this at our July meeting other than, you know, if there's any review or comments from commissioners at that time. But the August will be the formal public hearing of it when people can comment in a formal manner. Hopefully, we will have heard from folks beforehand. So that we could include anything of substance in it by then. Then if that goes well, we could go to the city commission for their first meeting in August, or their second meeting in August, sorry. The 18th, and then maybe. Yep. Does that
Yes?
good with everybody? Yep. That aligns, okay, good to know. Goes along with our deadline with MEDC.
Which we can extend,
Okay,
but it aligns.
okay,
What's the point of a deadline if you keep extending?
yeah. So
Kicking the can down.
if, Gordon, would you make sure that commissioners are aware, that the city commissioners are aware of our open houses? Because it would be great if we could have representation there too. Both to receive feedback and to give it. So hopefully there will not be a whole lot of new information coming from the city commissioners at the meeting.
I don't think there will, or there will be. Commissioner Benke did mention last night, reminded everybody, he said
Oh, good.
he had perused 50 pages and had submitted.
It's phased over it.
Yeah, he was going to start working on the rest of it. So,
Yep.
yeah, but he reminded everybody, but I'll make sure everybody knows about the open houses.
Okay. The press release was in the materials I sent out. On the 23rd. So if there's any, and we're not sending that out until July, so if there's any feedback on that, let me know beforehand. Sooner the better. And I also, like I said, I sent out the old to new comparison charts and the zone by zone comparison tables. Again, if people have suggestions on that, let me know. What else? Trying to make sure that this moves relatively smoothly.
I mean, the only thing I think people will is the changing in zoning, but there's really no,
Way to do that other than look at the map.
yeah, but there's really no, we're not changing anybody. There's really no use changes to any of, it's just cleaning it up,
Simplifying it.
simplifying.
Yeah. Boy, it's gonna be a rare case.
I mean, there's probably one or two, but
It's gonna be a rare case where somebody.
I think that's gonna be very.
Yeah. But the other thing that has probably more chance of being an issue than anything else is the fact that the sign section is phasing out pole signs in favor of monument signs. It's phasing out, anybody who has a pole sign is entitled to keep it and maintain it. The other thing is, in the same part,
I do have a question on that.
yeah,
So how close can you put a monument sign
how close?
to the road? I mean, that's a question I have because like, you know, recently there's been quite a few accidents at the corner of Beecher and Madison, like bad ones, people pulling out of that gas station. And like, if you put a monument, if they were to force to put a monument sign in there, it would create a blockade. That's my question is like, are we creating a problem we don't want?
Well, you know.
I mean, I know you have a beauty thing about pole signs and you don't like the way they look,
well,
but
this is what
are
came
we-
back to us from the consultant.
yeah, I mean, that's my question. Go ahead.
So there's 10 feet from the right of way, no matter what the sign is. So if it's pole or monument, anything on the corner. So
So is
are we
that
talking
physically the
about-
base?
It's any part of it. Any part of it cannot be closer than 10 feet.
Okay,
And so even when we get.
even if it's up in the air, so.
Yeah, so,
okay.
so even when we look at, let's say that Johnny's Place, the gas station on the corner there,
Mm-hmm,
that has to be 25 feet back from the right of way line because it's on a corner.
okay,
So you have line of sight, which, so
Okay.
realistically, that sign versus a monument sign is gonna make no difference
okay,
in theory.
yeah,
And I hesitate to say this, but if somebody has
you're never gonna give a zoning ordinance exception permit.
Well, I'm just gonna say if it's an oddly configured.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I was pulling out there yesterday and I'm like,
Yeah,
if there was a big monument right here and I wasn't up in my truck,
yeah.
you'd have a hard time seeing. I mean, that's my question, so.
The other portion of that same ordinance, that will probably get some pushback will be the change from electronic message boards that, under the new ordinance are still permitted and they can still change, but they can't flash and scroll and
Yeah.
do things like that.
Yeah, because I've got a lot of complaints about distracting drivers. I mean, with the flashing and, is it Little Caesars got.
It looks like a fire truck's down the street.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can see it from Scott, basically around the curve from Scott on
Yeah.
Maumee, you can see it that far away.
Mrs. Weatherby? No? No. Okay.
Hmm.
Anything else on the zoning ordinance? Okay, I think we're on a good track here for that. The other item I had on our non-agenda tonight was discussion of folks' intentions regarding reappointment. Like I've mentioned, everyone's term expires in December except for Chad's, who's like in March, right? Or something like that. Which is not the way it's supposed to happen, but nonetheless, it would be helpful if we knew what people's intentions are long before December. So again, doesn't require that you say anything right now, but just keep that in mind.
Mike, I've spoken with the mayor and we're talking about staggered terms
Yep.
so that we're not in this situation again.
Yeah.
As for me, I plan on being here at least until November.
Well, and originally, it worked out okay, even though they weren't staggered, they weren't prescribed as staggered terms. People came and went at different times. But then 3 or 4 years ago, must have been 4 years ago, everyone expired at the same, everyone's was permitted to expire. And so everyone got reappointed at the same time. So, okay. Any other business or discussion? Commissioners? Is there anyone in the audience or online that wishes to address the planning commission on any topic? Hearing none, we would entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Sport.
We have a motion and support for adjournment. All those in favor, please indicate so by saying aye.
I.
Opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you all very much.